Well, it's Christmas at Ground Zero. There's music in the air. The sleigh bells are ringing and the carolers are singing while the air raid sirens blare. Oh, it's Christmas at Ground Zero. The button has been pressed. The radio just let us know that this is not a test. Everywhere the atom drops are dropping, ba-doo-doo. It's the end of all humanity. Boom, boom, boom. No more time for last minute shopping. Ba-doo-doo. It's time to face your final destiny. Oh, it's Christmas at Ground Zero. There's panic in the crowd. We can dodge debris while we trim the tree underneath the mushroom cloud. Wow! Little bit of a stumble there, but it's alright, it's alright. Hello, everybody. Oh yeah, Shinra. It's always good when you're high, that's for goddamn sure.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Live After Clive 16. How is everybody doing? Hey, let's actually get near the microphone. What's going on? Welcome. So, let's see. We got a couple people showing up here and there. We had the early crew as usual. Gas Smasher, Phil in the kitchen, Franco Walker, and Joe Russ. Queen Liz is here. I do believe she made it over. There's Flossie, Peter Harkins, DC Allen, and of course Jack Attack. What's up? Someone bloody random. My fries were excellent. Yes, they were. Why does that giggle turn me on? Don't know, Franco. Don't know. Like, it's not bad when you're just going... Like, that already gets people weird since I have a deep voice, but yeah.
When you add that...
It's different. Just kind of like if you... versus... Like, the voice bender is definitely critical for a goofy-ass show like this. And hey, if you're just joining, make sure you're live. You know, if you want to keep up with everything. Clive is going to air fry some chips or French fries or what the hell, American fries is that, or whatever fucking bullshit they got. Christian Harold, please have a loudspeaker on your van for that giggle sound. I've been working on possibly doing some goofy upgrades to the work van. What's up, Patrick? There's Vera. What's going on? We still have no idea why Vera has not been given a membership. Freedom Fries, that's it. Opolinus, something like that. Yes, Freedom Fries, that's what it is, not American fries. Fucking, I knew it was something that, a little more catchy. This is not a test of the emergency broadcast system, says the happy little fox, aka Benji. Not yet, it's not. What's up, Mickey Mook 2? Welcome, everyone. Alright, so tonight's plan is just, you know, kind of whatever, a little bit of Christmas stuff. I got, well, I should not look at the stream to try and see what I'm doing. One day I will figure out this clean thing, but there's a shitload of mouse computers there running. I kind of tried to stack them here. That kind of works there. So there's some more mouse. there's some more mouse pewters. Feel free to go ahead and throw some mouse pewter links up. Well, I just shook the shit out of the desk, didn't I? Glad it's got legs again. Or, well, glad again that it has legs. And there will be a ThermoWhoofle, a VertoThermoWhoofle in 7 minutes. Paul Norman, happy Christmas, Scruff. All the very best for the new year. Thank you very much. And same to you and yours. I appreciate the 10 pounds. Ooh, that's going to be what? That's going to be about, that's going to be in like the upper $14 when it pops up, I think. There you go. There's Mouse's link to flashy stuff. Holiness, am I also a gay farmer like BigClive? No, I am a straight redneck honky thing. Benji, cookies are baked by an AI bakery. That, like, I'm sure they have that already, don't they? Oh, and a ketchup or mustard. On Wednesday when I did the, I got a new Chromebook. I got the Acer 5 Chromebook plus Acer 515, whatever order that goes in. I just picked it up, so I did like a quick unboxing thing of it. But I totally forgot to go back into the box to show the case that it comes with. If you were watching Wednesday, it actually comes with a nice padded case as well. $12.56. The pound is down. But yeah, I figured I'd throw that back up there. I'm still waiting for the wireless mouse to show up, so it's a little easier to mess with. Oh, and shot glass showed up. So not too bad. There's a little fading on it, but it's not bad. So that kind of goes with the other glass. And the hats showed up. I don't get too excited yet. Haha, whatever. Because I'm not sure about the hats. Because it... Whoop, wrong one. I need to kind of break these in. Because you see, it looks pretty good. Like how you'd be holding it if you're wearing it normally. Sorry for the shake. I have the nervous system of earthquakes. We'll talk about that later. But when you squeeze it, you kind of see how it gets a little cracky. So before these get put up, I'm gonna wear this every day, wear it to work. I'm gonna get it wet, let it dry, throw it in the sun, like just beat the shit out of it, and then I'm gonna wash it. Then I'm gonna beat the shit out of it and wash it again to see how durable that is with the cracks. Because if it just cracks and it still adheres and there's not a problem, then I don't have a problem. Because you can't see the cracks when you wear it normally. So I'll let you know how that goes. And currently the merch thing should be opening on what, the 13th, Saturday, January the 13th. Like I said, there's like, well, actually I haven't said, like, there's not much of a point of opening it now because Christmas shipping and shopping is absolutely ridiculous, and Printify's, you know, a lot of people are out of a lot of stuff for the Christmas rush, so we'll give them time to catch up, let the shipping go down, like calm down and all that stuff. I don't do shots, Fama, that's the problem. But I do coffee, and I do have a fresh thing of candy cane on the old vape demonetized. So let's do a toast. A toast to carriers, postal couriers, package delivery people. Like, they're busting their balls, and yeah, we'll give them a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? They're busting their balls, so we'll cheers to them. So cheers to carriers of people, or well, carriers. You know what I mean? Cheers. Posties. I mean, I suppose I could do shots of coffee, but then I'm going to be, well, oh yeah, today's my first day of a, 10-day vacation. So actually it wouldn't matter if I did coffee, because it doesn't matter where I sleep for the next 10 days. And I always take full advantage of that, of just sleeping. I just get tired. Like, I'll literally be sitting there in like the middle of a video and just go, pause, lay down, the cats pile onto me, and we just take a nap. And then I'll get up at some other point and, you know. Paul T, yes, I staycation, next year I do want to have an actual vacation. I don't know where, what I'm doing. I might be going to the UK, might just be getting lost in the woods. We'll see what happens. And of course, if I come over to the UK, like, I'll try to, like, you know, obviously hook up with Clive and maybe do a meetup or whatever, but that's not even, like, begun to get planned. That's just, I know when I get there that, you know, we'll do, like, eventually when I get there, we'll do, like, a meetup-y kind of thing. Megavolt Meister, we are live. We should be live. Oh, and we just cleared 900 subscribers, so cheers to everyone for subbing. Appreciate it. Mr. Warwick, 15, what is up, Mr. Richard? Thanks, Gruff. Lovely to see you, buddy. Lovely to see you, too. Thanks for stopping by. And I guess, of course, everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Chappy Chanukah, Happy Kwanzaa. I'm not sure what other ones are around, but I'm sure there are more, so.
Yay!
And if you don't celebrate anything, happy Saturday. So let's do a cheers to that, too. Fuck it. 206 goofballs currently, Christian Herald. Most of which are gifted, but we did have some coming in, like Nigel. I don't know that I've seen Nigel, but Nigel got that sorted out when they wanted to start a membership after the freebie. So there are still people joining on their own. Let me see. This is, oh, this was Lemon Haze. This one is Lemon Haze. And sometime this winter, probably end of January, beginning of February, we're going to do a live stream in the backyard with the 55-gallon steel drum. Just do a big fucking bonfire all night. Hopefully, like, if we're lucky, like, I would love to be able to do that on a night when it's snowing, but we'll have to see how lucky we get. Or maybe if there's going to be a good fucking snowfall sometime in February, I just, you know, we just do it just to fucking do it. You know what I mean? I'd love to do a stream by the fire in the snow if possible. Well, it's ThermoWhoofle time. Oh, let me get this second hit. Let me get that set. Oh yeah, I got a button for that. I keep forgetting. Oh, and since I'm on vacation, I'll actually be able to get the Stream Deck set up. Holy shit. Alright, so here's mine, all covered in, all this shit on it is all the the flame retardant stuff I put in here just to be a derp. Electron Box, welcome to the Gaggle of Goofballs, and thank you. I don't know, I haven't seen Liz. But if she pops in, then we can always do extra ThermoWhoofles. Let me, oh yeah, God, there's a button for that. Alright, let me hit the button. Bam. Look at that. Alright. Button. And Woofle. Ooh, not much of a ring on that one. Huh. Alright, let's see what we can do here. There we go. I think I am starting to figure out a better technique. Yeah, one more. Ooh, a little tiny one. Boop. Alright. Woof, there's Freddy in the corner. If you're new here, the glowy thing in the bottom that's now really bright is one of my other cameras. The line on the right side is LED stripped. Lower left is Freddy the Facehugger. And all the pointy stuff is acoustic tiles. And of course, I also have everything covered in flame retardant spray because my house is kind of neat. It's kind of useful too. Ah, I forgot to put the fucking thing up. Damn it. There we go. Don't worry, that will... whew, can't fucking hit puberty all of a sudden. That will return in 45 minutes or if Liz shows up. Alright, let me hit the button. Alright, button. What's up, Rom? Acoustic foam on fire. Now, I've actually been checking, and like it's not even getting crinkly or hardy or anything. What's up, Bungee Skunk? Welcome. So it seems to be doing all right. Here's the, we'll be looking at this in just over an hour. If you're new here, we'll be feeding the cats here. There's Beefcake. He is currently guarding the fancy feast, Gooshy food. I don't know what my cats are going to do when, in a couple Saturdays when I'll be live streaming from the work party at Dave & Buster's. Obviously not for hours at a time, because, you know, it's a work party. But I guess when I get home, I'll have to goosh it up. Maybe I can always go live again just for the goosh stream or something. Well, yeah, there's that going on. Oh, wrong button. There we go. All right. Is that a spill-proof mug? This is not a spill-proof. It's just a camping. It's whatever the Walmart brand, Ozark Trail. It's a pretty good coffee mug, like camping mug. Like I use it every day. It's pretty good insulation. It is vacuum sealed. It does pretty good. Pretty good. This I got. And this one is, the outside is whatever temperature the inside is, which that sucks. And in these, there's like the best coffee mug I've ever had. Not just because of the print and the kitties, but like this fucking thing insulates like a motherfucker. But yeah, when I'm streaming, I have lots to drink around me. Fan Planet says, have you or Clive tested the paint? Which paint is that? I can try to burn stuff. That's fine. When Walmart owned Asda, they had Ozark stuff, says Clive. Well, oh, right. Okay, Asda. Okay. Walmart doesn't own something anymore? They actually gave something up. What are they, all British over there all of a sudden? Mystery Tech, if I unsub and then rescub, will my name come up on the screen? I have no idea, Mystery Tech Knowledge. And since, I don't know, since you're a goofball, I have no idea what would happen. I assume you would still stay a goofball. I don't think it would make you ungoofy, but I believe people have tried that, like, in general, like on streams that do that, and it doesn't necessarily work. I don't know. But feel free to experiment. Let us know. Or if we'll just see it pop up. Have I thought about how to implement Fruzels, says VertoThermoWhoofle. I have. I just have, like, this week, since we talked last week, this has been a really busy week with just stuff and work. But now that I'm on vacation, I'm going to try something with the butane or something, canned air, if I can get to the store. Like, I ain't gonna bother. It's like, I ain't gonna bother going to the store until like a couple days after Christmas, because it's a nightmare around here. Like, I stocked up quite a lot of food just to make sure I didn't have to go out, like, pushed the budget kind of shit. The orange power bank that the big supercomputer that powers the big supercomputer is an Ozark Trail. That's cool. All right. There you go. Says Clive. Joan O'Haley says, just tried gifting 5 memberships. Have a lot of money in PayPal account, but it wants me to add my debit card. I have no idea. Like, I know when I do mine, I have to do it through my debit card. What's up, Ken Man? Like, I know I have, so I don't know. Like, I don't know how Google and PayPal work together. I'm sorry, I cannot personally answer that. If someone on here may have an idea, then by all means, let us know. Let's see. Yeah, actually, with mine, I actually pay through GPay. My credit card through GPay, because I just set up GPay.
That's nice.
Do you get free high-vis from work? We get, I get high-vis flame retardant jackets and just like regular fucking high, vests. If we have to go to a specific location, then they may furnish us with specialized stuff. Alright, so we got D Wood, Cloudy McCloud, Russie B, Gaines, and Phil Greenland. Welcome and welcome back. Burp. It is interesting. It does seem to give, I guess, if someone was a free goofball and they were active, it seems like, I don't know if that's why it gives it back, because I do recognize some of these as being active, I guess. Just check my subscription. Guess what? Says Mondo Daft as a brush. Were you unsubbed? It does seem to happen. It is interesting how we've, anywhere from me up to like Clive to, YouTubers in general, how like you'll get notifications and you'll get streams and then you look and you're not subbed. Like, well, how the fuck does that work? Like, YouTube is kind of weird on that. But about earthquakes were mentioned in the Clive stream. I've actually been in 5 shaky situations. Thank you, Easy. We just hit 900, and now it's kind of wee a little bit, and that's fine. That's kind of how that goes. But let's see. I've been in. There was an earthquake in Maryland. When was that? Like 2015, 16, something like that. I don't know. Sometime in Maryland, there was a little. I think it was like a 3 something. And I felt the house shaking at first. The only thing I did was I ran downstairs and I grabbed my TV because it was just on like the factory stand where now they're all bolted to the wall. Thank you, Just Me. He's just gifted 5 goofball memberships. So I had that happen. That wasn't bad. A couple things happened in the city, but that's just because it's old and nasty and the city sucks anyway. Graham Shaw. Emil, Jim's tear down and fix it. Wait, oh no, okay. Freddie, Sodium, Graham, Smith, and James Randolph, welcome and welcome back to the Gaggle of Goofballs. I thought I just heard something. That's weird. Oh, sorry. So that was one in Maryland. I was in San Francisco, about 40 miles away from a 2.3 epicenter. That wasn't too bad. There was a train explosion when a trash truck ran the rail, like cut through an ungated crosswalk, cut in front of a train, and it blew up a bunch of chlorine-y bad stuff. That was just in Baltimore. We had a couple guys that almost got hit by it. They were on the other side of a building that half got torn down. We felt that. Where was it? Oh no, no, I didn't feel that. Someone that lived here felt that. I was down in Wabash. Was it Wabash? Something like that. I was way down south when that happened. I came right home because they thought somebody thought Baltimore got bombed. So I'm sorry. I dealt with that, but I didn't feel it. The Domino Sugar Factory, one of their areas blew up. I was at Ports America at the time, inside a building across the water from it, and we thought someone like crashed a forklift or a big fucking truck into the building. The ground shook, everything rattled around, this shit started falling, and that was when that blew up. So yeah, let's see. 2 explosions and 2 earthquakes. Yeah, so actually 4, not 5, 4. You're welcome, D-Wood. No problem. Let's see. So how is, does anybody, man, there was a poll I was going to do. What the fuck was that? I don't know. We'll come up with something good. So anybody got anything super special planned? Or are many of us, like many of us, going to be just doing our thing at home? There is a slight chance that I may live stream on Christmas Day. If I do, it'll be probably like a call-in show, because I was messing around with Google Voice today to get it to work on the desktop, and that's, you know, after that it's easy enough to feed it into OBS, so we may do something like that. Mr. Eggcake says Sega versus Nintendo, the old school battle. What's up, DJ Bones? Alright, let's go old school, which classic console? We'll try to be right around here. Let's see. Sega stuff. Nintendo. Let's see. Jaguar. We have a few people that had the Jaguar. What's another good one from that? A game? Oh, the Nintendo. Yeah, like Nintendo GameCube. Like, we'll do like how it's like Xbox versus PlayStation. So we got Sega, Nintendo, the I forget who made the Jaguar. What else? I can't see. Oh, the 3DO. Nice, Easy E. Nice pull. That was right around there too. I knew someone that actually had the Jaguar. I keep saying it, like the Jaguar and the 3DO. The Neo Geo. The Lynx. It was the Lynx. That's right. Kicking it old school here. Let's see. We'll do we'll do the 3DO. We'll combine 3DO and Neo Geo since those were a little lesser. Alright. We'll rock that. So see, which classic console? That should be a question mark, not a statement. And go. I have my... I'm gonna have to... Oh. No, we'll get to that later. I do want to do one of these days, maybe sometime during vacation, I want to do an Atari 2600 stream as well. Christian Harold has to leave. I hope everything's groovy. Hope you doing well, and if I don't talk to you, have a good Christmas or a good holiday. Oh, it's 911. It's an emergency subscription time. I wonder, I should get around to finish cleaning up my original Nintendo, or is that? Yeah. I think I still have my Super Nintendo somewhere. I just don't have my Super Scope for it anymore, and that's annoying. Gray alien women are flat. I would imagine so, Benji. Oh, and by the way, Benji, there you go. That's at the store. I saw oranges. I'll get Benji an orange. That's what Clive was referring to earlier in his stream when he says how I get stuff, go get orange stuff. That was one of the things we talked about the other night. We were just BSing for almost an hour and a half, just about stream stuff and just stuff. It's the first time we'd actually like spoken directly to each other, as opposed to going through Kevin's phone on speakerphone and all that. That was weird, because when he clicked into StreamYard, I said, hey, and he started talking, and my brain automatically went into, like, watching a video mode, and I'm like, no, he's actually talking to you, and that was a little awkward at first, for me anyway, but that was cool. Clive is as Clive is, and is all good. Super Scope won't work on a monitor and TV without a hack. I have heard that. James Randolph. I was watching the thing, it was probably about 6 months ago, on how those work, the Super Scope and the gun and all that, how they worked. With how it's something with timing with the scan lines. Or no, like, it's like dropping a frame and then putting and then knowing if the thing like, yeah, I watched the thing. It was cool. Care to share his digits as Fanplant? I do not care to, but thanks for asking. Mr. Warwick with 5 euros. We'll say 612 American. Scruff, please get some treats for your feline entourage on me this Christmas. Rich, take care, buddy. I shall. I already used your previous €5 that you reserved for the cats to get them a fresh or a fresh box of Fancy Feast. So Mr. Warwick has donated into this evening's Fancy Feast. So cheers to Mr. Warwick for helping keeping the cats in the Gooshy food. I guess that'll be our top of the hour toast to Mr. Warwick 15 for getting the Gooshy for the cats. Zorro's Oxter, Pong on Grandstand, caveman style. Pong was the first video game I ever played at home. And then it was the Atari 2600, which is, I think it's still in the basement right now. I think I forgot to bring it upstairs. 404 Not Found says, is the cat food actually called a Fancy Feast? Yes, it is. It's like their mascot cat is like this super floof, like white cat thing. Paul Sengupta, I still have my Atari 2600. Well, fucking cheers to that. I love my Atari 2600. An Uber Scruff Fama. Oh yeah, this is the Candy King. Ah, that's good shit. First puff of the day for Fan Plant. Always the best puff. Do you have those cat sticks? My neighbor's cats love them. Cat sticks? Like the chewy? Are they like aren't they like green? Are those like the dental sticks or like actual like jerky cat stick stuff? Because I do believe I have seen the jerky catty stick stuff, but I haven't tried them yet. I got to get to like a cat store, or I'm sorry, a pet store, because I usually get my stuff at the supermarket or Walmart, but I do need to get to like an actual pet store to get some stuff. I just got them how, a couple months ago we were talking about seeing if they were jump scared by the snake thing. Well, I ended up finding a cat toy that's a snake, and they've just been kicking its ass. I should probably go throw it down to see if they'll attack it on camera. Mr. Planet Man, thank you for 5 Canadian. Is they loonies? Is that what Canadian? I was going to take the 404 to work the other day, but couldn't find it. Ha ha. Ba-dum-bum. That's like a tech jad joke. Very nice. I have no idea what Canadian to American dollars is. I guess we'll see. Dental snacks for cats. They do it like there's these like down here it's like these green sticks. I don't know what they are, but they're like they have them for dogs and cats. Mondo Daft as a Brush says Christmas toy I always wanted was $369. Okay. It's funny how currencies just are all over the place. So, where was it? Oh. Mondo Daft as a Brush. Christmas toy I always wanted was a tin can alley, but never got it. Tin can. Why the fuck does that sound familiar? Let me Google that. It's probably going to be something horrendous or funny. Let's see. Tin can. Is that like a barbecue? There's a bar. Tin can alleys, an inexpensive electronic shooting game for children. That sounds familiar. Where's images? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Tin Can Alley Fairground. Okay, that's cool. Have you tested the cucumber jump scare? Says Dances with Aardvarks. I haven't, just because I don't want to purposely overscare them since their brother has seizures. I don't want to accidentally trigger too much of a like instinctual jump scare. That's why I went with the stuffed one. Just because I don't know, what's going on with the seizure thing and their brother. like how hereditary or genes or hereditary it is. So we'll leave it at the catnip snake toy. Let's see if that on camera anywhere. Oh, I think I bumped one of the cat cameras. Oh, that's all right. Ooh, that is not on camera right now. Little Jim's tear down and fix it. Thank you for the £5. To Scruff and the Goofers. Let's see. Crosion Furisit in Romanian. Merry Christmas, and to honor my late wife who was from Romania. Well, cheers to your late wife from Romania, and Merry Christmas to you too. And thank you. I think I said that. Just making sure. What to scare? If you want to scare a dog, tell them they aren't going for a ride, says James Randolph. Oh yeah, you gotta. Just give your cats a swordfish. They would probably just chomp the hell out of. I can't imagine if I were to lay down like a salmon, just like lay it out for them. Oh, good lord, it would be a massacre. Paul Singupta says, I like the cat trick where you put a circle of something on the floor and a cat goes and sits inside it. Yeah, we tried that a few shows ago. I think they were just too lazy sleeping to care, because I had a belt. Yeah, what? No, did I have the belt? I don't know. I had two things out there, I remember, and they never really came over to do anything with it. It was kind of disappointing. As far as news, I feel like there's been good news, but I've just been so goddamn busy I haven't been able to write anything down. Anybody got any good news? Anything good, bad, anything? Anybody die? SpaceX's Falcon Heavy launch got delayed to what, I think the 28th, to yeet up the top secret US fucking weird mini space shuttle thing. Alright, DJ Bones, I will catch you. I'll probably still be around when you're done. If you're bored, VertoThermoWhoofle, I dead. You not dead. Unless like you hit enter and suddenly... Have you seen that optical illusion mat that looks like a hole in the floor, asks Benji. I have. I've seen that was a thing on like a bunch of the cat channels a little while ago. I have seen them, but haven't, wow, I just got coffee all over the keyboard. God damn. Well, not all. Oh, good, it missed the keys. It's just on the bezel. Good. Okay, let me grab that. Oh, might as well not have it sit there and get sticky. Derpy der. Alright, there we go. That's fine. Alright. Ever try canned tuna? Small amounts. Small amounts at a time, because actually I've heard that some cats, like, too much tuna can actually be bad for them unless they're like super used to it or something like that with raw tuna. But yeah, every once in a while, like if I'm making tuna, I'll give like little small dwabbles, dabbles. The fuck word am I looking for? Dwallops. I will give it small dwallops of cat food. Fuck, tuna. Jesus. See, I just need a little more canvas. Well, let me adjust this microphone. This like, do I sound normal? Because it sounds a little off in my headphones. Do I sound like, is everything okay here? You all right? Like, are we good? Or just sounds. God damn, I need more fucking pot. Like, I don't know. I think I just had too much coffee today. Are any of us normal? Someone bloody right. Well, not if you're here, and not if your name is green. That's for goddamn sure. Or blue, actually. Actually, most of us on this stream, I would say, are probably not. Hey, we just passed 555 views, so 555. All right. Mr. Warwick, one time I made a beef stew and put a shitload of catnip in it thinking it was dry herbs. Oh, well, I mean, how was it? Like, tag me so make sure I see it. Like how was it with catnip in it as opposed to dry herbs? And were you just swarmed by every feline for like miles, especially if it starts wafting out of the house? Oh my good grief. Everything sounds groovy. All right, cool. Thank you. Yes, Franco 555. That's a every time I see that roll by on anything, I'm like, hey, I think I got like 150 of them downstairs. Like, just in case. It's like one of those things I can buy, like, you know, when you go to buy them, it's like, well, I can buy one for $2 or 100 for $5. Well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What's up, Blinkmatic Gaming? Welcome to the stream. I'm a bit quieter tonight to Graham Shaw. I do feel a little quieter. Let me just do this. Yeah, it's a little bit. Actually, that does sound better in my head. All right. So sorry if I fucked up your volume, but that actually sounds better in my head a little bit too. I gotta make sure I get the correct boominess that this microphone has. VertoThermoWhoofle is looking for a necromancer to revive her so she can get a membership. Does Google think you have passed? Is that what it is? Subsonic Subaru used to make catnip tea for an upset stomach. The cats in the house went nuts. I've heard that does help. Mr. Warwick answered back, said nobody noticed, but the cats were strangely attracted to us all afternoon. Oh, I fucking bet they were, Mr. Warwick. Mr. Richard. Everything sounds good. All right. What are we smoking tonight? Asks Matacall. This is Candy Cane. And this is Lemon Haze. And this is Wedding Cheesecake, which will be taken care of later. I'll probably light this up after we go on Gooshy Cam. At 7, well, in about 45 minutes, we'll be doing the Gooshy cat food. All right, the poll is still going. If you're just stopping in, check out the poll. I'll close that in a moment. What is your favorite classic console? Nigel Gunn, there you are. I mentioned you earlier as sorting out your membership issues. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. What do we got going on here? We have Jonas Kunik, Dutch Taurus, Steve Aldridge, George Philpott, and Peter Schools. Welcome and welcome back. Thank you again, Nigel. I would not want to find out if a tiger has the proper on-off switch there, Benji. That's a little rough. What voltage am I at? Yeah, 3.9 volts. That's where it should be. I wonder if maybe I was going. Hold on. Let me bump up the voltage on this. Bump the volts. Bump it up. Let's try 4.1 volts. Give that a minute. Jim's tear down and fix it. 4 of the voices in my head give me such good ideas. The 5th one just sits and hums. Brandon Cook, Mr. Scruff Dog. You asked for a shout out. Is it not possible? What, like a shout out to you or a shout out to who? Alright, let's go ahead and kill the poll with Nintendo in the lead, which is what I would have voted for personally. Sega at 42, at the Linux Jaguar at 2%, 3DO or Neo Geo 2. Never had a console, was always a PC guy, says Maurice. I've usually had, well, I've pretty much always had both, but until I became an adult, I was always many generations behind. Now I'm usually like one generation behind. But in like a couple years, once everything gets kind of where I want it to be, I'm probably going to spend just the stupidest amount of money to build a computer. If I can save up enough anyway. Franco Walker says Spectrum. Spectrum. Okay, Spectrum. I feel like this chair leans back farther than it did. What about PlayStation? Well, that was where this was like that was kind of like pre-PlayStation, Xboxy stuff right there. Like that's why I kind of said the classic console, which I know like I'm old and I grew up with it, so it's not that classic to me. Hell, we could go with oh yeah, ZX81. That's a whole nother class. I played on old Tandies, Commodore 64s, C64 128s. I had an Apple IIc Plus, a 486 DX, and then like a Pentium 2, Pentium 3, 4. Then I went to AMD for a little while, and then I came back to Intel. We'll see who's leading the way in 2 years when AI is designing all our CPUs as it prepares to, kill us all. Cat Ass Trophy. Yes, indeed. Happy little fox. Alright, that is done. We are switching to tea. We have blueberry tea. Alright. Zach and J thinks the Sega Genesis was the best. I really like the Super Nintendo. I think that's the one I probably had the most fun one, really. Mr. AK got Final Fantasy VII before the PlayStation. What was that? Oh, Christian already left. I was gonna say right at the very end of the Thursday's work live stream, he dropped $2. Just saw that, forgot about that. I'll get him later. Sorry, goddamn. Fanplant says in high school we stole Apple II 80-column cards from school. Apple II 80. Oh, okay. I had let's see. I had Apple IIs in my elementary school in the 5th grade. Had a whole fleet of Apple IIc or Apple IIe machines. Oh yeah, 420. I may have missed 420 just in case. I never got to mess with an Omega. I didn't know anybody that had it. I don't know that I ever really did anything with an Amiga. But I know they're like pretty collectible-ish kind of things. I'm sure it's a niche thing as you would expect, but like I've heard it was a pretty good machine for its time. Alright, if we're going to do 420 again, then let me just do it again. I've never heard of Chuck Rock. I mean, I've thrown rocks. When I was a kid and kind of a dick, we'd actually had a pile of rocks, and we'd grab like random branches and like just toss them up and then bat them like across the river over into the next neighborhood, and we would just keep going until we heard something shatter, and then we'd go home. God, that's fucking a little dick. Mama says there was a Bubble Man game on Sega that was great. I can't remember the name. A Bubble Man game. Why does that? Just that description sounds familiar. Bubble Man game. Treasure Bloke is something the person who did the music for Chuck Rock. You ate the person? You met, probably? So Treasure Bloke either met the person who did the music for Chuck Rock or ate the person. Brandon Cook says, I just hit the arcades hard. You missed something there, Scruff. Oh, I was at the arcades too. At White Marsh Mall, they had a pretty good arcade for many years. I think there's still some rough form of it there now. At one point, it turned into like an indoor mini golf thing, like one of those day glow mini golf things. But I think it's back to some sort of arcade again. I haven't actually been to White Marsh Mall in like probably 3 or 4 years. Like I've gone once since the 2020 shit. I forget why I went. But no, actually, when I'll be going to Dave and actually no, it's right, Dave and Buster's. I went for the work thing, which I'll be going to Dave and Buster's on January 6th, which is a gigantic arcade, bar and restaurant thing. The work party starts at 4, so I will. Obviously, it may not be a smooth transition as I try to make it. I try to make it so it just cuts right into rolling. From Clive stream. So it may not be quite as smooth a roll in, but I am going to try, as long as there's some sort of signal, to do, a very short live stream on January 6th to show you the arcade and shit in there before I, scoot off and do whatever. But so on January 6th, it will be a shorter stream, but it's because I'm at a work thing, but there'll still be something. Nigel Gunn says, when you were playing Lego the other day, who was the little guy wearing headphones who was following you everywhere? That was just one of like the in-game NPCs that I had to be a follower. Instead of giving them a job, I had them follow me around so they could just help me kick some ass. And speaking of which, I figured out what's going on with the forklift. So, all the tracking sites I went to only listed the China Post tracking number, and it just kept saying Essex, 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 but all it said was Essex, so it made it seem like it was in Essex, but apparently the translation was lost, and en route translated to in Essex. That's why it looked like it had been sitting at the post office since Monday. But no, that's when it hit California. I dug around and I found in my promotions folder an email with the old and then the new tracking number. So now I have a USPS tracking number, and it's one county south in one of the distribution centers. So it should probably be here by Wednesday. Now we're dealing with Christmas, but there's still a good chance it'll be here Wednesday. If it is not, then we'll be playing Kerbal Space Program 2. And so it'll either be Forklift, Lego, or Kerbal Space Program 2, because they just released a new science update, and it looks pretty cool. Like, it's got thermals in it, like, when you're coming back in, you actually get thermals and heat and all that stuff, so. Mike Maddox says, Lethal coming you win. I've watched some people playing, and it looks really fun. I sent you a Steam request also. I will check my Steam. I know I've accepted some. I will check that. Now that I have some time to actually clear my brain, we may do it next Saturday after the Super Stoner stream, because if we're gonna play a goofy ass game, I might as well be baked out of my gourd anyway. So it's we'll probably have a Lethal Company stream after next Saturday's Super Stoner stream. Someone bloody random says for USPS it could be next Christmas. Yeah, I know. I know. Benji Happy Little Fox, is cardboard more board than card or more card than board? I would say it's more card than board. If you want to get technical about it, I would say you're using card material to simulate a wooden material. Sort of. Maybe. Somebody somewhere, where the hell I saw that? Someone was going to tell a rhyme about Essex, like an S, I don't know. It was in one of the comments somewhere. I should have wrote that down. Vera shall return. Load up on the menthol joints. Government going to ban them soon. Ah, that's fine. I smoke 2 packs of Winston Gold Box a week. Which isn't too bad. It's like 5 or 6 a day. Scruff, how does medical cannabis work with job drug tests? Well, as far as I know, we don't pay the with insurance, the way I understand it is with your insurance. When you sign up for the medical, one of the things you can check is random drug tests. I think they do random drug tests, but I think they get to pick who goes, maybe. And besides that, like they will drug test you, like if there's an accident or like something weird happens. But at the same time, they're pretty lenient on cannabis. So I don't necessarily, since there's no good way to tell when you've used cannabis. I would obviously be at a disadvantage because I will not use any cannabis while I'm working because I need my brain to be at full speed and I need my reflexes to be fast just in case something goes wrong. But I mean, I need my full brain for like diagnostics and some of the weird shit I got to do. Just not interested in that. But I do so much when I'm outside of work that obviously my levels are going to probably exceed your casual cannabis user. So I don't really know what would happen, but everyone is well aware that I'm a cannabis user because I don't hide it. So I don't know. I just ramble on sometimes, don't I? I like to give the full answer when possible. Apparently, Treasure Bloke is going to go touch himself after getting home from a family get-together. So we'll figure that out. you sort that out yourself, but I'll let you work on that. Vice Admiral Randy 1979 Vice Admiral. Where am I going to put it on? Could that be the name of the ship it's on? What would that be? The tracking number? Like, probably. I did think it was weird that I didn't get a changeover, because I usually get a changeover from China Post to USPS, but it went to the stupid fucking... oh, it's ThermoWhoofle time. I don't know why it went to the promotions folder. That's fucking weird. I take it it's legal state where you live. It is, ask Zap Sparky. It is both legalized in the state of Maryland for recreation and medical use, but I have a medical card for my back pain and brain. Burp. All right. Let's. Oh shit! Hit the button. Well, let's get some VertoThermoWhoofles. Camera's working. Whoofle. Let's see if we get a better range. That was good. And one more. Big one. There we go. That was a bigger one. Alright. What's up, Kanish Kavakram? How are you? I don't know how the hell I was able to say that easily. Assuming it was even close to being right. Yeah, getting Freddy warmed up there just in case he gets a little cold. I actually set up what may either be a temporary or permanent, like just a little 120 millimeter fan just slightly blowing out of the top over the doorway. To help get some of the heat out of the office, and I think it's working pretty good. So it may actually help warm up the rest of the house, just blowing the heat out of the office. Playing Stray, hanging out. Good deal, good deal. Adam and Eve are the first ones to ignore Apple's terms and conditions. That is true, Benji. That is actually very true. That won't fly in a state of California recreation. Do you have a license, or they don't care, or they don't care, you can get fired for it. Yeah, in Maryland, like you can still get fired for it. I think it's kind of up to the company at that point, depending on what the policies are. But the company I work for is pretty all right. How big is my house? I have a 5-bedroom house with attached garage. Well, soon to be 4-bedroom and an extra bathroom. Franco has lost their drink. You should find the drink and then drink the drink. Raven Bars repairs. Where I work, different departments treat it differently. Everyone can use it except drivers. They're subject to federal drug testing, so it's still illegal federally. Yeah. I used to have a class, what is it, class A medical. I used to have to carry a medical card because I drove bigger trucks. So if I got pulled over, I could get piss tested on like right then and there, or however they do it. Yeah, the feds do need to get on there, James Randolph. It seems like they're trying, but when half the government hasn't actually done anything to pass laws, and who knows how long. Like, good luck. Did I get caught? Did who get caught? I've never like gotten into any problems with like work because of cannabis. Subsonic Subaru, welcome to the Gaggle of Goofballs. You are now legally insane. Congratulations. Second to Jay, last night I was listening to the South Park Christmas album. Oh yeah, you can suck all that dick you want and still be a Virgin Mary. You can suck all that dick you want and still not be considered flawed. Well, yeah, there were some interesting. I used to have that CD. Is 6:35. There's nothing really. Let's see, toasty and that and that and that. We covered that. Ain't worried about that right now. We got over here. fixed that. Gotta work on that. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Good lord. Who was that? Someone wanted me to ask y'all if anyone had any LTO drives and vacuum sealed tapes for 765. I think that was Kel. Anybody have any experience with LTO drives like 6, 5, 6, and 7? Like, I know barely anything about them. Yeah, I've been hovering right at 911 for a little while, I think. That's pretty funny. But still cool. We did just cross 900 an hour-ish ago. Randy, 1979, Vice Admiral Tiger, our garbage guys went early today. Kind of our regular pickup is on Monday. Yeah, my regular recycling is picked up on Monday and trash is picked up on Tuesday, but I just have my 2 cans at the end of the driveway, so it's whoever pulls up just picks whichever one they need. Second of Jay is also going to be watching 2 Jackass Christmas movies and Scrooged tonight. Last night we watched Home Alone. What the hell else we watched? Oh, and Bad Santa. That was our little Christmas thing last night. And like Cleveland Christmas. That was pretty much all I'm doing for Christmas is watching movies with some people, and then maybe yeah, Rob was there. Maybe hanging out with y'all on, I guess, Monday. We'll see. We shall see. Even bar repairs is, as a garbage man, I can understand working a day ahead better than having a 1-day weekend next week. Yeah, it's always, a lot of times you get them odd vacation or holiday setups, like when Christmas lands on a Wednesday, so they give you Tuesday and Wednesday off, so you got like 2 days off, and you like half the company takes off that Monday, and it's like, oh shit. Graham Shaw is off to bed. It is sleepy time. A good night, and thank you, and thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. And DJ Bones is back, cleaner than before. Ever have bears raid your garbage? No, but I think there's chipmunks and there's occasionally rats just running around here and there. You know, as long as you don't have big holes in your trash can and you close the lid, you're usually good to go. James Randolph is going to watch the Night Court Christmas special. No shit. Too bad Richard Mall didn't come back. He just passed away, so no cameos. Oh, the new Night Court Christmas special. Oh, I'll have to look into that. I remember that. I used to watch that all the time. All the time. Hold on.
All the time.
Alright, I just needed to hear that. Good night, Graham. Weaselbox. The new Night Court is pretty dope. Well, that's going to have to go. I'll take a look at it. Let's see here. One of those things, like, you got like a list of things that you could possibly talk about, but you just don't like know how to get to it, I guess. It's on broadcast TV. I do not have broadcast TV. at all. I don't even have cable TV. I just have a VPN. So I shall find something, even if it means just waiting till tomorrow. Jack Attack says, did the corrosion put the Forky out of commission from the thumbnail pic? No, that's actually the original, or no, that was version like 1.1 of the forklift recovery battery pack, and it's actually been out of commission for like a year and a half, 2 years. It's just been sitting there. Just haven't gotten around to getting rid of it. So it just slowly sits and corrodes away. And I'll plug it in and charge it up every once in a while for absolutely no reason. Just to, like, I think it would still be good for programming, but I wouldn't trust it for actually, like, driving anywhere. VertoThermoWhoofle is going to paint a 6-foot-high piece of cheese on a wall tonight. That's cool. Like, can you put like a grilled? Can you somehow like incorporate a grilled cheese into that as well? Like, shit, I might have to make a grilled cheese when I'm done with this. Mr. Egg Cake is turned into a cat apparently. Is it okay to call the listener to a song gay? Well, I mean, does it matter what kind of, like, what song? Like, I don't know. The wall is full of holes, so it should be fun, says Vera. There you go. So you're doing like a 6-foot slice or a 6-foot block of Swiss cheese. Like, like other cheeses have holes, or is that pretty much a Swiss cheese kind of thing? Fried sandwiches, like grilled cheese, you know, butter, bread, cheese, butter, and bread. And then some Dutch cheeses also have holes, it says at Vera. Okay, but not many. I'm pretty basic bitch when it comes to cheese. I just kind of stick with, I usually get, you know, American cheese, which is watered down cheddar. That's just convenient for sandwiches, but I also usually get mozzarella, cheddar blend cheese, or like a Fiesta blend or Mexican blend kind of thing. I like putting shredded cheese in anything I need. It works really good as a thickener. You know, if you're making something, you're like, I wish that was a little bit thicker, or a little bit more sauce, just put some cheese in that motherfucker. Edam is made backwards. Very good, Paulson Gupta. Pepperjack here says Weasel. I usually get Pepperjack on a lot of different stuff. When I get, I go to Royal Farms in the morning, which is like the gas station / convenience store with deli, fresh food, whatever. And I get one of the breakfast sandwiches I get is egg, bacon, sausage, pepperjack cheese, tomatoes, onions, and Old Bay seasoning, which is like a, you know, a seafood seasoning salt. And then on a toasted croissant, I'll get like 2 of those, and that'll last me all day, unless I'm going to McDonald's and getting like a bagel, a steak, egg, and bagel cheese, or steak, egg, and cheese bagel. What the fuck? If you are what you eat, my dog would be cheese one day. Your doggy likes to, I heard a lot of dogs like to eat cheese. Web Devi lives in Gouda. I have had Gouda cheese, and it is pretty Gouda, so that's cool. Gouda is the main cheese market. Lots of cheeses there. The name of them are like the American. Gotcha. It ain't easy being cheesy. How does is that Cheetos? They still use that? I don't watch TV anymore, so I don't watch TV, and I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see commercials anymore. Do they still do that? It's not easy being cheesy thing with the Cheetah thing for Cheetos. Yorkshire pudding. I don't think I know what Yorkshire pudding actually is. I can hear kids next door. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the whole next door neighbor thing. Don't worry. Like I just had no time this week, but I'll get a video or something going on over there. What's up, Alyssa? Welcome to the stream. I had that brownie with dinner last night, the second one. Very good. You and the bitches are there. Hello, bitches. Hello, Alyssa. She said it first. Just saying. I guess I'll have some candy cane while I'm at it. There's Asmodeus with the correct... okay. It's more than you unleavened, more like an unleavened bread. Unleavened bread. Okay. That sounds gross. I don't know. I guess I would have to try it. Grant Rainey wants to know what you said. What's it's? Are you asking what are Cheetos, or is that the thing now? Unleavened means no yeast, I do believe, like just flattened. Asmodeus will be making some for Christmas dinner. You'll show it then. I will see it on Discord then. And so, you know, I am slowly, finally, I've decided to go ahead and put together my own public Discord server. Like, you know, I'm not just have my own little spot, you know, since I am slightly more, or I'm sorry, slightly less family friendly. Like, we're trying to keep BigClive's Discord a little more family friendly, and obviously I'm not family friendly. So, because of that, you know, not that I'm fucking like ultra not safe for work, but you know, a lot of people don't like pot smokers. A lot of people don't like people that say shit, fuck, you know, call people cunts and shit like that. So I'll do my own thing. And so I'm slowly working on it. There's some people in here are kind of there helping me mess with it. So that will be coming probably like January 12th. It will be, or 13th. In January, Saturday. God damn. Saturday, January 13th. Like, it'll be like social, everything will just go, pretty much go live, assuming nothing, you know, the world doesn't burn to the ground. Which, I mean, wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing anyway. Mr. AK simply says crack. Crickety crackety crew. Second J has to run to the laundry room in 10 minutes to get some stuff and move stuff to the other dryer. To get some stuff and move stuff. Like, so you're going to grab a big fat J and then move stuff to the dryer? You're getting stuff? Do you want me to post links to the new server? Not yet, Rob. Not quite yet. I do need to get a little more. I figured out that apparently I can have somehow set up so that YouTube is linked to Discord. So I can just have like the goofballs, you know, they can have like their own category automatically, because I'm not trying to do that to 200 plus people. So I want to experiment with that during the holiday, and then after that, and then once I get that working, then I'll just start firing. Yeah, we'll start throwing out invitations and shit like that. So yes, I need to actually have someone sent me a Blue Sky invitation that I just keep fucking, I just haven't had time for. Hopefully, like, I don't know how long they are valid for, but I will hopefully it's still good. So that's the other thing I want to do during this vacation is get on Blue Sky. Let's see what's up with that. Oh, that would okay. How long are the invites good for? I was literally looking at it yesterday, going, "Fuck, I don't know if those expire." But yeah, I literally looked at it yesterday, going, "I gotta get to that." But today's my first day of vacation. Should still work. Okay, thank you. I'll and of course, no, I'm not gonna dox anybody because I saw when you said that. That's how you know I was looking. I remember when you said that. Gas mattresses don't think they expire. I used one 3 weeks old. Okay. James Randolph says it's been 22 days since I was on Blue Sky. I'm always good to check out. Oh, you have like 6. Okay. I'll let me see. What am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's just BigClive stuff. Let me put that down to do tomorrow then. Boop. Alright, cool. I will do that tomorrow. I'll let you know if there's any issues. And again, thank you. Ooh, why is my eye all itchy? Ah, there we go. This fucking freight train and pot. I wonder why my eyes are itchy. One thing, I've never used eye drops. I've always carried eye drops, but I've never actually used them. Because, one, I've never gotten pulled over while I was high. Probably because I drive normal when I'm high, but I don't really drive when I'm high anymore, I should say. Lightly medicated just to ease the pain, but there's a, if you're a regular pot user, you know, lightly medicated versus, you know, high. So, like, I'll keep enough if I'm not working to stay medicated. But, yeah. Yeah. Craig Matthews, when you get set up, can you spare me a code looking for a cesspit site alternative? I'll see how that works, and yeah, I can do that. Once I figure out how, or WebDevy could find you and send you one as well. That would probably be easier because I don't know if that's something you have to earn or not. Give a special invite to Vera, says Franco Walker. Lightly medicated. Like, I'd definitely know my levels. Like, how much to hit on the vape, you know, what to smoke, what not to smoke. And it's almost time to smoke that joint once we get the cat's Gooshy food going here in a few minutes. When I first got back into it, boy, my tolerance was fucked. Like, I could take a couple hits off a joint and I'd just almost green out. But now now that my tolerance is up, it's a lot easier to dial in what you need, especially since I'm unreasonably experienced at this fucking point. Christ. Hey, what's up, Chippy? How are you? What are we discussing here tonight? We're kind of all over the place. Apparently we were talking about sausages as well. Yeah, we were actually, yeah. We were talking about Blue Sky, which I'm going to sign up for tomorrow, as it has been recommended. Can you smoke catnip? Asked Paul Sengupta. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't think it does. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think it does anything to you. It's just another form of mint. Some days you are the pigeon, and some days you are the statue, says Benji. That is true. Zach and the J is going to check the laundry. Make sure it hasn't left. AI is getting crazy. Shirts are trying to take over the world. Thermal dumps. Can I guess what thermal dumps are, Megavolt Meister, with your doggy? Does someone have a P2? And the dog.
That's
And it's cold out.
nice.
Yes, you can smoke catnip, but should you smoke it, says James Randolph. Chippy with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much to Silver Tape, Danny BF, Guardian Among, Maxtress, and Peter Paul. Welcome and welcome back. Thank you again, Chippy Monk. Smoking catnip is pretty meh. Try salvia leaves instead, says Vera. I had like way back when salvia was like kind of first coming into awareness, I guess. I smoked it a couple times. It was something. Mystery Technology, I'm getting tired of pulling over to check that my car engine is still there. Yeah, it really is annoying when they tell you to check your engine and you're like, yeah, like what the fuck? It's very naggy sometimes. I think it's just when they get grumpy. One thing that may help that, like if you kind of get them drunk a little bit, they may not want to bug you so much. Just pour some like Jack Daniels in the gas tank. That may help, you know, get that check engine thing to change. I actually used to do that with on my old race car, the old Cavalier I had, the racing Cavalier thing I built. On its birthdays, I would take a shot of Jack Daniels, pour one in the gas tank, and take one for myself. I'd toast it every year. Fucking weird. But it's not like a shot of whiskey is going to hurt your car. Mouse says, I'm waiting for AI to realize it can probably learn how to access records to automatically give you a speeding fine with AI photo evidence. Well, you know, it probably hadn't, but now it knows. Thanks. So when that starts happening, we can all yell at Mouse. Salvia is Schedule 1 in the US, is it? I didn't even know it was on a schedule yet. What time does it show up? Yeah, fucking, they really need to revise their schedules. That's classific scheduling in America. It's like the classification of how bad it is. Like, you know, how they think marijuana is as bad as heroin. Right. I never heard anyone go, ooh, man, my neck hurts. Let me go bang some H to fucking help my my sore neck. Ugh. There we go. That was pretty good. Car guys, who knew? Well, yeah, I got. That's what I learned on. I learned on cars. I started working on my car right when I bought it, when I turned 18. What is salvia? It's like just generic, whatever, not quite pot thing. Mr. Warwick is off to bed. They are totally fucked. Sleep well. Happy Christmas to you and to everyone. Much love to everyone. Rich. Mr. Warwick is out. Merry Christmas. And I will see you around. Probably tomorrow on the stream. Maybe Christmas if I do that thing. Who knows? Guardian Among is posting the Tiny Mama. Tiny Mama. Heroin for the neck, Mr. A-Cake. Yeah, not quite there, but yeah, I mean, it would work for the neck pain, obviously, but DMT analog, when heated, it's very short-lived. Yeah, that's right. Oh, it is a DMT thing. That is right. That is right. What's that other? What's that one? Sopa? Sopa? Some other one that's another like hallucinogenic type mind fucker. Takes you to the other, takes you into the other dimension where you can talk to aliens. It's so something. Someone here will know it. Spice. No, not spice. That's like K2 spice, synthetic pot. That guy is terrible. Jack attack. Is it, the 7? Oh yeah, we gotta go feed the cats and shit. Well, technically the cat feeding happens at 7:05, so I'm not late, technically. Soma. There it is, treasure book. I've heard a little bit about that. Never actually had to try that. Might be too hot. Let me go down in voltage. Every once in a while you get a cart that just does not like it hot. Some like it hot. Ooh. Yeah, isn't it, I think there's this, who was it? Somewhere. I don't know if it was one of the states or like somewhere in Canada. Like somewhere in North America, they legalized a bunch of drugs and there was like a short stint of overdoses and now everyone just like doesn't care anymore or something like that. Omnipresnol. Oh, it should be, see, omnipresnol, that's for the stomach, right? That's stomach acid. Oh, next cup of tea. I make the first cup in this since it isn't insulated. Then I put the next cup in the cat one. Oof. Ooh. Portugal, okay. Rob's favorite drug is music. That is good. No, California hasn't legalized everything. Just, I think, just pot. But they were the first ones to legalize medical marijuana, and that was in the 90s. Like, I didn't even know it was that far back. And it is 7:05. Guess it's time to switch over to the kitty cat cam. And then once they're fed and going, we're going to come back here and I'm going to have a joint while we watch the cats. So, if anyone's got a fatty handy, get it ready because we'll be lighting it soon enough. All right, let me switch over to the cat cam and the other microphone, and we will step on out for the fucking hell, kitty cat action. Fuck. All right, hold on. Yeah. That's up. That's there. Phew. Okay. It's actually called Fancy Feast. And there's the cat. And that's the run. Anyway, let's put that right there. Bunch of food. Put it over here, and that'll be Spazz's. We'll put that there for you. Alright. Alright, let's get there. Go right there. Mighty Mom. Right here. Right here. Oh. That's her. There we go. Good job, Mama. Mama. Goofy girl. Ronnie buddy. And a little bit on the floor. Because that's that How we doing? Earth. I'm gonna go pee while I'm out here. Be right back. One moment, please. Now go. The fuck? Alright. I think that's where everything should be. Well, let me see. What happens when I do this? There we go. Alright. See, we're getting some good plasma Ronnie. That's good. Yes, the fancy feast for the fancy kitties. Alright, had myself a little chocolate brownie Cliff Bar. Laboratory mic. Now the one up there is the microphone that is in the actually here. I'll give you a dual view. It's the one that's built into the overhead microphone or overhead camera. I need to get something different because ever since I unplugged the other super noisy, the old microphones we used, they got noisy. Ever since I've unplugged them, the mixer hasn't gotten weird. So I think there was so much interference coming in that it was fucking up the mixer. So I'll get around to doing something with that. Spaz is the one, if you look in the current ones, you can see her in the top left. Being stared at by Poofy, by Lee, because that's what Lee does. Chipmunk found a very nice disposable vape earlier. It may be a way to get around the laws about the amount of e-look. It has 2 chambers and a switch and 2 elements. Me and Clive were talking about that. He has a similar one. I think, did he show it on, I think, the Patreon stream? I think he has one that's like got like 4 in it. Like, it's crazy. Is this working today? Ooh, it is. Can you hear that? Oh, you can't. I'm not even in this one. That's right. Well, then I will wait to smoke that joint because we need to be all together when we light that. Yeah, Spaz is back by the cones. She usually eats by herself, so the other cats don't bug her as much. Because she's not blood. She's an old lady cat. She's the cat I had before I got Tiny Mama, which is the one in the middle. That's the mama of Lee and Ronnie. So the one in the middle is, and she's only 6 months, like, well, about 7 months older than they are. But that's why I call her Tiny Mama, because she's smaller than all of her kids. Rachel Ray makes pet food now, says Zane the Magic Puffer Dragon. That's kind of expected. Falma says, hey, Scruff, don't do like Naked Gun and go into the bathroom with your mic on. Oh, no, if I had my microphone, I'd probably go in there and pee. Long time, wow, long time ago, I had an internet radio show where we would just talk cars, talk racing. We had people call in. Like I was kind of the main host, and then me and Steve co-hosted for a while, and then Joe was like the producer guy, like, you know, the guy that kind of came from the background every once in a while. We had that for a while, and then that spooled off into the naked hour, or the nipple hour. That's right, Scruff Dog's nipple hour. Then we would just call in, and then it was a fucking free-for-all. Wow, I forgot I used to do that shit. Maybe that's why this came in a little easier. I forgot I used to do an internet radio show. God, that was fucking 20 some years ago. Holy shit. Phew. And never able to get copies of them either. That sucks. Rachel Ray can make me rain, says ask Frango. Paulson Gupta has a friend whose cat is named Chainsaw because they have a very loud purr. I know someone who has a cat named Momo, which is short for diesel motor, because when he purrs, like it almost shakes the house. And he's a big, well, was probably was a big ass cat when I knew him. All right, what are you two doing? I'm surprised there's that much food still sitting around. Oh, here she comes. It's my poofy gray vacuum cleaner. Ronnie gets a pretty good purr going once he gets started. I wonder if they didn't like one of the cans. Seems like there's a little more food left over, but that's all the same food I've been giving them. The next one is this is all like seafood stuff. The next one is chicken and beef, like the next big box. Lee the Hoover, says Lori. Yeah, speaking of which, here we go. Here's a Q&A, or Q&A, a fucking poll. Like, back in the day, Hoover and Bissell used to be the bomb diggy for vacuum cleaners. I have a 21-year-old Bissell 12-amp vacuum cleaner that still can vacuum 2 floors at once because it will suck the dirt up on the, you know, if I'm on the second floor, it picks the dirt up on the first floor. Like, it fucking thing is amazing. But you have to wear goddamn earplugs. Like, literally, you have to wear earplugs. It's just so fucking loud now. And it's not like because it's clogged loud. It gets even louder when it gets clogged. Because I'll take it apart once a year and completely clean it out. So I got that Bissell that's still great, still works great. And I also have a Hoover Wet, like carpet shampooer that works really well. It's been abused and it survived. So I'm just going to go Hoover, Bissell, see what your opinion is. But like, in the current days, have either of these companies gone Duracell and it's just a name anymore, or are they still like actually good brands nowadays? Any ideas? Oh, there's Lee all up in there. I'm just curious because sometimes you just don't know when somebody goes Duracell. But both have lasted me well. It's just Abyssal, like I said, it's 21 years old and it still works fine. It's just so fucking loud. Like, I'm gonna keep it. Like, I mean, I've used it when I've done drywall. And, like, drywall dust is a vacuum cleaner fucking murderer. But I've done drywall multiple times and used it to clean it up, like, before I got my work back. But recently, when I was doing drywall work, I just used it again. And it still works great. There's Gooshy food on the floor, says Randy. Yeah, they usually get the floor food, too. Lee just, like, she is a fucking vacuum cleaner. That's why she's like, she is poofy, like she is genuinely poofy, but under that poof is also kind of a, not quite a Chubbers cat, but Kirby. That's right. Like actual Kirby vacuum or like the round guy. Oh yeah, I gotta smoke. We'll be smoking a joint here soon. Get your joints ready and your shots and your drinks. I feel like Kirby is a real vacuum company, but aren't they like, yeah, fuck Dyson. I'm never gonna do Dyson. I've heard Henry is good, but that's like UK. I feel like didn't we somehow get on this last week or like a couple weeks ago? Or was that Clive or like I feel like we've talked about vacuums recently, but not this particular subject of me needing a vacuum. Patrick Cranan has never heard of Bissell. Yeah, I think Bissell is mostly US. I don't know if they're international or not. Door to Door is Kirby. Okay, that's their yeah, that's why I've heard of them. Okay. Kirby, yeah, okay. And I've never heard anyone say anything bad about a Henry. Everyone's going with Hoover. Well, not everyone, but there's a lot of Hoovers up there. Like, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm also like, when it's time, which will probably be in January, when it's time, it may also be like what's on sale. But I was actually kind of leaning towards the Bissell myself, but y'all saying Hoover, I will definitely take that into consideration, but it may end up being just which one is on sale if they're both still quality companies. I wonder if you can. I want to put down. I'm writing down Kirby and I'm writing down Henry. Because you never know, there may be some goofball around there that's selling like a Henry setup around here. Chipmunk has killed 5 Henrys. I guess it's one of those your mileage may vary. Gassy has a Miley canister with a power head. So quiet and the most powerful vacuum I have ever used on my dinged. What? Oh, no, I didn't say that. Miley? Okay, I'll write that down soon. Zach and the J has a cheap $40 vacuum shop vac. Mine's a rigid, like Home Depot brand one. Of course, Rigid is owned. Well, it's Home Depot brand, but it's made by the company that owns Milwaukee Rigid and Ryobi tools. Like they're all owned by the same company, so they use a lot of common parts. Just throwing that out there. Obviously, some of the premium stuff is saved for specifically for the Milwaukees, but Ryobi and Rigid are also very good. That's kind of like Ryobi's the cheap, Rigid's the middle, and Milwaukee's the top. Jonathan Hughes, Milwaukee M18 Fuel Pack Out 2.5 Wet Dry. I haven't gotten, I have currently no use for a vacuum. Guess I'll go ahead and kill that poll. It's 3-1 on the Hoover. All right. I'll keep that in mind, but I'll look into all these other recommendations as well. So Hoover at 75%, Bissell at 25. Yeah, I'm all in the Milwaukee ethos. I got M18, M12 stuff, new stuff, old stuff. I got some of the pack out boxes. Edward Bird says Stanley makes one hell of a steel bucket wet dry, which comes in handy when you have a fresh baby. Just suck all that up and take care of it. And it's still hot, and I poured it at 4:30, almost 3 hours ago. Yeah, it's pretty fucking hot. I think I have a Bissell handheld that was left behind, sitting in the closet, but I haven't really looked at it. All right, I'm going to adjust the view here since let's go. What camera view do we have? There's nothing. It's just Lee and Beefcake. We'll switch back to this one. Since the way she's standing, either way, you're staring directly at her butt. Alright. Oh, god damn. Oh, wow. I fucking railed it that time. Now, where is it? Wow, it is all out of whack. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me put that there. Hold on. Let me fix this. 1 moment, please. Let me go ahead and move that back. Put that there. That's still a little bit off. That comes back up a little bit. Alright, I think we're good. And now she's taking a bath with her food breath. Okay. Alright, we wrote down some recommendations. It is time for shots, joints, drinks. Let me switch back to the main camera. Hey, we finally went past 9/11. I'm a fire stinger it. I still haven't found a star wipe yet, but I would like to get star wipes during the vacation as well. Because I know you're just not a real streamer until you have a star wipe transition. Because I think all the ones I've found so far fucking cost money. It's like, come on. Good night, Web Devi. Have a good sleep. Good sleep. Finger sander? You like salad fingers? Salad fingers. God, that's some classic shit there. You ever watch all of them all in a row? It is just by the time you're done, there is no sanity. There really isn't. If you've never heard of salad fingers, look up salad fingers on YouTube and just go for the whole compilation. I think it's an hour. It is something. It is something. Not picking it, just scratching it. Oh, and this, I thought I had the tube. Oh, there it is. Any names? Nope. This is that. Wedding cheesecake. I just opened it before the stream. A toast and a toot to everyone who's still hanging out. And cheers to you. And again, of course, happy holidays and happy Christmas and happy everything. Because I know I'm going to miss something, but just in case you got it, happy to it. And if you got nothing, you're just doing your thing, then happy to that as well. Cheers. Oh, yeah, salad finger gives you a whole new perspective on rusty spoons. Happy solstice, yes, happy solstice as well, Zach and the J. There you go. Happy original reason. Happy solstice. There you go. That's the OG holiday right there. As Clive was asking, and as most of us answered, the OG pagan holiday. They really weren't that bad. They were some pretty chill motherfuckers too, for the most part. Merry Christmas, Lori. Yeah, it's good to smoke a joint with everybody every once in a while. I usually save it till late because I know some people don't really enjoy the smoking the joint part, but that's why I let it go for a little while. Oh, I guess while we're going. Oh, yeah, and I've added. What did I add? Where is it? Oh, to the Super Stoner stash back there, I added some bubble hash. Oh no, it's right there. That little wooden jar right there. I have some bubble hash as well. It's uh, grape, purple grape. But purple grape bubble hash. That will also be putting in the dab rig. I just cleaned that this afternoon. I got the dab rig all nice and clean, so it'll be awesome. I wish they had smell of streamy vision there, VertoThermoWhoofle. I would be watching so many pot smoking streams just to smell it. Just to get the aroma before you buy, you know what I mean? That really is something that, like, I honestly believe smell-o-vision is something that they should seriously look into. Like, we have virtual reality at this point. We got VR. It's pretty fucking good. Let's start sneaking in the smell-o-vision. Like, there are synthetic ways to do that, even if we have to have certain cartridges for refills. I really think smell-o-vision, with both its advantages and disadvantages, you know, if someone beefs it in VR, then everyone's going to know it, but with the good comes the bad, you know. I used to actually get scratch and sniff books there, Paul. You actually used to be able to get scratch and sniff books from like the library and shit. It was fucking funny. What's that, Franco? You don't want smell-o-vision? Are you worried about getting virtually beefed on? Yeah. There we go. Never understood Mr. Terp says, never understood people getting offended by the smell of weed. It's literally just the smell. Dude, like, I understand certain people don't like certain smells, but like, I was in at work a couple days ago, you know, public bathroom, lots of stalls, yada yada. And then you always get that one fucking moron that walks in and goes, "Oh my god, it fucking stinks in here. Woo, what the fuck's going on?" It's like, hey, will you shut the fuck up? Like, people come here to shit. They don't want to hear your dumbass go on like you need some fucking attention. Like, I'm sorry your mommy doesn't pay attention to you at home. Will you shut the fuck up so the rest of us can just take a shit? Jesus Christ. Like, what do you want me to do? Come out of the stall and apologize? Like, let me flip the rosy switch on my booty? Like, God, I just don't understand when, like, shit like that. Like, you're coming into a place where people shit. Guess what you're gonna smell? Or are you just too fucking moronic to understand that with your double-digit IQ? God. I don't know. The McJob of the 2000s. And certain weed doesn't, like, now that you have, like, flavored weed, a lot of weed doesn't smell that bad. You can get some that's actually kind of pleasant and not so much, you know, weed-flavored weed, like Mark would say. Those jerks state the obvious for attention. Yeah, it's like that. It's like, what are you on fucking TikTok or something, dude? Like, shut the fuck up. But it ain't worth it because they want the fucking attention, so it's not worth saying anything. It's just a waste. Go scream at cars then. Yeah, really. They go stand out in the middle of fucking I-95 and let me know what they smell like. Douche nozzles. Jonathan Hughes says that Northern Lights is not too sneaky. Northern Lights is, Skywalker OG is my favorite strain. Northern Lights is my second favorite strain, and then Forbidden Fruit. Northern Lights is really fucking smooth. If someone hasn't had Northern Lights and are thinking about it, it's a very smooth and a very deep indica. Like, it will fucking just let you mellow out, sit down, help you sleep, put you in that couch. It's not super munchies either, but it's very relaxing strain. I highly recommend Northern Lights to anyone that's looking to get stoned and like into the couch or get to sleep. Northern Lights is great. I actually have a bunch of it in the next room. It's pretty plentiful around here. Like, everyone seems to have some Northern Lights at any given point, so that's usually my go-to. Haven't actually seen Skywalker OG in like a few months for some reason. I guess, and you know, it's in between crops kind of thing. Randy 1979 Vice Admiral Tiger S. Are those stop oil protester goons still blocking roadways? About once a year, maybe. You hear about that? Those goofballs. Not even a good goofball. Patrick says, weed joints smell better than regular cigarettes. I would agree with that, but I also do like the smell of, even when I was not smoking, I enjoyed the smell of a cigarette. But I mean, I understand weed is a little more of a pungent thing, and it subconsciously still carries a ooh thing that, like, some people may not realize it, that they subconsciously they associate the smell of something illegal, which also kind of pushes them back, because we've all been brought up to assume, you know, the devil's lettuce, as it were. So I think a lot of that is also somewhat of a subconscious thing, in my opinion. Jonathan Hughes has had Skywalker OG. That's a different flavor. It's a really smooth, but not mellow smooth like Northern Lights is. It's almost to me, it's almost a very mild, almost wants to be a fruit, but not quite there, mild, mellow flavor. All substances can be abused or used correctly, says Rob Royal. Piano Man Rob, that is absolutely correct. Verity Wolf says, when the parents were away, the joints stick less smell-wise than cigarettes. Yep, I would. When my parents weren't around, I would always smoke joints in the house, never cigarettes. Because cigarette, like, even though my parents, like, my stepmom smoked, it didn't smell so bad quite in my room, because I like to have the window open a lot anyway. But if I were to smoke in there, I guarantee it would have gotten bad. Up until they found out that I smoked, and then I was allowed to smoke sometimes. Certain times I was allowed to smoke. That was always interesting. Because at that point I was 17 and I smoked cigarettes and a pipe. And not even just for weed, but like an actual like tobacco pipe. Eventually I switched over to just rolling my own tobacco. And then back to cigarettes, and then on and off, and then oil, or you know, oil cigarette, whatever, blah blah blah, you know. See, Liz isn't here, and I missed another woofle. I wonder if I think I can set up the Steam Deck to like flash a button. I wonder if I can do that. Like, have it scheduled to flash like every half hour, like on Saturdays at blah blah blah. I'll have to check with that. That would be interesting. Set up little alerts somewhere. Let me put all this stuff back up here. I don't want to set alerts on the phone, Megavoltmeister, just because I don't necessarily have the phone nearby. But I may have to. We'll have to see. Might be even, I don't even know. Like, I could probably like set up something on the bottom computer, maybe. I don't know, maybe set up a stun gun on each ass cheek. Oh, a woofle strober. Have Alexa close a one of my 120 contacts with like a fucking like school bell on it. Bang! Everybody on stream goes deaf. But hey, we got that woofle. Got that woofle. Yeah, I don't know. Don't mind me. Alright, let's hit the button, because we have that. Hit the button. Alright, let's see if we can warm up Freddy a little bit more this time. Don't mind the fan blades. I forgot to straighten them out before I started. That was a pretty good one. Shame it's freaking out. It's a freaking out, man. It's a freaking out. That's not too bad for a thermal camera that's been plugged in for fucking 4 hours. That's probably meant to be plugged in for 10, 15, 20 minutes at a time. Freddy the face hugger, just a hanging out, doing his thing. I never did make it to the dollar store to get him a little Christmas hat. Like, peak season gets busy. And then with like all this YouTube stuff now, like Clive was saying, YouTube is a job. It definitely, it doesn't feel like it scales very much. It feels like I'm really busy all the time too, but that's fine. I got a lot of catch up I can do during the vacation. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip it on back. Let's see, last transition. Alright. Oh, I probably should have cracked my neck first. So Northern Lights equals Folgers. Like as far as Primo goes, I would say that, yes, Lockwatcher. I love me some, like, I think I have, as far as like oil goes, like vape cartridges goes, I like this. Actually, these are both. Okay, so yeah, these are, ooh, fuck me. So these are both 1 gram cartridges. Do I have I don't have a full size lighter. Why do I not have a fucking full? Okay, here's an orange for scale. So these are 1 gram a piece. I probably have 10 grams of just Northern Lights in my weed ottoman. My Canadaman? I don't know, I have an ottoman with storage. It's like all sectioned out and shit. I should probably do a tour of it one day. Next time I stock up, I'll do a tour of the Canadaman. That almost works. Canadaman? Dog logs equals Barker's eggs. Dog logs? Barker's eggs? That, I can only imagine what that is. Or is that actually a thing? Oh, that's what they call them in New, okay. Dog logs? Let's see. Yeah, I didn't hit the microphone. That's pretty good. Dog logs. Top dog chews. Beef pizzle stuffed. Doglogs.com. Pet waste removal services. Nice. There's one of them around here that like goes around and just vacuums all your poop. I think it means dogs poo-poo. Poo-poo-poo. Alright. It's kind of what I was thinking, but I figured I'd just see what might pop up. But it didn't, like I said, at least we got to see doglogs.com. So, for all your poo-poo needs. And here we call them like landmines, yard mines, stupid neighbors, dogs, turds. Most of the neighbors around here clean up their dog poop. I was getting a particular loaf on my yard a lot every once in a while. And so I just happened to leave work like 20 minutes early one day. And as I opened the door, the dog was pooping in the same spot. And the guy looked up, like, got that like semi-panicked. And then the quick casual look as he reached into his pocket to pick up the poop bag kind of thing. And since then, nobody has pooped in my little stretch of yard that's behind the fence. Like, and in America, I guess it's probably standard, or I don't know, a thing elsewhere. If you put a fence up and you have dogs, you usually put, like, around here, if like there's a public sidewalk, you know, we'll back the fence up usually about 3 to 4 feet, so the dogs can hit the fence but not reach over into the yard. Whereas, like, we got someone up the street who doesn't have that, and when their dogs have reached over and bit people that I've known. So I have that dog space in my yard that I'd like to get rid of, but, what the fuck else? Oh, yeah, so the dog, yeah, since that's there and it's not protected by my fence, I was getting pooped on for a little while. VertoThermoWhoofle will poop on my stretch of yard. I mean, if you have to, you may have to fight the gray dude. That's what I'm calling the outdoor cat. There's gray dude, and then there's mystery gray cat. There's lots of grays around here. Gray dude, I was hanging out with him earlier today. Like, hanging out. He was 10 feet away, just kind of sitting there watching me. And then he ate some of the food I put out for him. See you later, DJ Bones. Headed off to work. Pizzles are dried bull dick, says Gassy Master. Dogs love them. Great. That's great. Craig Matthews, is it illegal to leave your dog's shit on the ground? In most places, it is a county, that basically goes, I think that's county level. I don't think it's a state thing, but like in Baltimore County, yeah, it is actually illegal to leave your dog's poop on someone's property. It is considered destruction of property, which is why people go "Ugh," when, you know, you walk out the door, and it was really just a coincidence. But that was fine. Is Megavolt Meister leaving? If so, Merry happiness. Happy merriness. What is Chippy saying? The thing that annoys the fucking out of me is people who pick up their dog shit then throw it in the hedge or over the fence. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that too. Every once in a while I'll find a bag in my yard and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, just leave it on the fucking yard, and as opposed to, like, I guess you think you're doing me a fucking favor by putting it in a bag before you toss it into my yard. It's the kind of thing you want to go find it and just toss it on their fucking door handle to their house. Or tuck it in under their car's door handle. Lori says, in Canada, it's illegal to leave dog doo anywhere. $500 fine. I think that might be about $500 here too. Gray striped, the default kitty color, says Randy 1979. Yeah, one's gray striped. Like, the new one is like kind of like gray tabby-ish, but has, like, you know, like, if the, you know, cat length, you know, head, body, tail, like the stripes kind of go, not like how tabby cats, the stripes are a little different. This one has a slightly different stripey setup. And then gray dude is, you know, white and gray. How do you police it? At this point, Franco, you need like, there's enough Ring cameras. You know, everybody's got a camera somewhere, so you just like whoop, Just set your sensitivity up, have it record everything, and send motion detection, and you may be able to get an alert while they're in the middle of doing it to walk out there and remind them that it is illegal. That way, at that point, when they tell you to fuck off, you go, okay, and then you just fucking call the police and go from there. Give them the video, and like you can just fucking follow them home or whatever. But yeah, that is actual, like, people do actually get fined and all that. So, probably because freaking everybody has gone out to the yard and had somebody have a, you know, some dog have take a shit in it. It seems like it's a such a common thing that everybody is pissed off about it. Zach and Jay says, my gray cat is like a gray tabby with leopard spotting. She is adorable. Trent the black cat had, when the light hit just right, there was a couple, like, of light spots here and there. People throw the plastic dog baggies in the fields with horses in them, not realizing horses have a taste for dog poop and often die after eating the bag, says Mouse. Ugh, that's, yeah, that's a fucking horrible way to get, and it's just going to impact the shit out of you or suffocate, I guess, if it goes wrong. Jim's Tear Down and Fix It says the best one is to shove down the air intake of the car. Yeah, for the HVA intake, that when they clean it out, they have to put the heater on. Yeah, I did, when I worked at Pep Boys, one year they had, for like the Christmas party, they just blocked off some of the garage bays. It was a, you know, Pep Boys, some of the Pep Boys have active garages, like ASE certified technicians, blah, blah, blah. Well, they blocked off, one of the bays because that dude was on vacation anyway. So then they had like caterers come in and set up a fucking spread, like pounds of shrimp, steamed crabs, like hamburgers, cheeseburgers made fresh right there. Like it was like fucking great. So me and this guy Larry, we got this idea to just start eating crab legs and shrimp, and we're saving the shells on both. Kept saving them, and we had a fucking pile. I mean, like probably 2 basketballs, you know, or 2 soccer balls, you know, how big of each plate. And we went over to Matt's car and we stuffed them all into the cowl of his little Volkswagen. Like just pieces of anything we could fit behind there and through the grill and all that. That car stunk inside. It was at least 7 or 8 months. He tried everything, every odor neutralizer you could, pouring it down, spraying it in. All it was fucking hilarious. Ah, that was great. Oh, he knew it was us. This is just one of those things that we just always got back at each other, kind of thing. But I think that was probably one of the better ones. Probably one of the better ones. But yeah, I love doing that shit. Or you can stick a fish in there, or you like slide a fish under the seat. Or if you got, depending on the cars, you pick up the back cushion. Like some of them, you kind of flex them up and stuff like a little fish in there, or like piece of meat, something. Ugh. Apparently, if a potato rots for long enough, it kind of smells fishy. Yeah, go ahead, Mouse. Throw up your links if you want for your flashy things, which I have. Oh Christ, let me fix my fucking chair here. Yeah, get the flashy things back up, get my shirt going. There we go. Fix that. Right there. That. Good enough. Ah. Fish on top of the engine, says Paul Singupta. I've heard of that. Haven't done that yet. Zach and Jay, my gray cat loves heavy metal music. It's freaking adorable. I remember when I still lived with my mom, the cat used to hang out in my room while I smoked pot and listen to metal. Nice. A good kitty. Megavolt Meister, I have a scoop that my dog dumps into. The turd never hits the ground. Never heard of that. I guess as long as you're good to go. Like, is this something that you would probably wear a glove there, Megavolt Meister? Sounds like a just in case thing. James Randolph has dish soap and water carbonating right now. I'm not sure if the person that wanted to see that is here, but I'm going to put it up as a short later. All right. I'll take a look at that. I'm subscribed to you. Yeah, I'm never going to try to carbonate anything. Like, I don't really drink anything. Like, I have like a soda or two maybe a week. And half the time, that's not even a soda. It's like either Arnold Palmer half and half, like iced tea lemonade, or a Lipton Georgia Peach iced tea. Like I prefer tea, like iced tea, like, you know, sugary iced tea over soda anyway. Unless, well, I'm kind of a sucker for root beer. I'm probably going to order subs tonight and get some root beer. Maybe probably a sub and like fries and gravy. Kind of just don't feel like cooking tonight, you know what I mean? A poop bag is used to line the container. Okay. It's a container. Oh, a container at the end of a 4-foot handle. No, okay, yeah. That makes me feel so much more comfortable than trying to be like, ooh, almost had it. Almost had it. Oh. Yeah, 4-foot handle, perfect. All right. There we go. I like my Joker Energy and Monster Energy drinks in Iron Brew. This is Zach. I don't really do energy drinks anymore. I used to drink a lot of the NOS and a lot of Monster Energy drinks, but Craig Matthews got Sky Blue set up. Nice. I'll work on that tomorrow. I don't really do energy. I can't imagine if I drank an energy drink now, I'd probably... Oh my god, my fucking lower jaw would probably fall off. I'd start running my mouth so fucking much. God. What does sugar do in a car? Well, it doesn't dissolve in gasoline, so it stays a solid. And then it gets picked up by the pump and it clogs the fuel filter. Generally speaking, if it gets past the sock into the fuel pump itself, it will usually just get crushed and pass through. I mean, you're looking at sugar versus stainless steel. So it usually doesn't damage the pump. It's when it gets to the filter or the sock, it generally clogs it at that point. And then you just starving for fuel. Paul Sengupta, I cooked a roast beef from a packet sandwich and a cheese slice sandwich tonight. I do, a lot of times I'll do a roast beef with just like a couple pieces of American cheese, a little bit of mustard. Sometimes I'll do a pinch of Old Bay on there. I call that a basic sandwich. Sometimes I'll throw that in the air fryer for like a moment. Just enough to kind of warm it up a little bit, but not necessarily toast it. And then sometimes I do that and I just toast the fuck out of it too. Red Bull and vodka. Oh, yeah. I used to do fucking Jaeger bombs and Red Bulls and vodka. God, I remember all that shit when I was younger. Nuclear fuel should not be gas. If it is, you're having a bad day. Yes. What is gas contamination? Also a problem in hydrogen fuel cells. If they say get air in them, what do you purge it like sugar? They have all the storage, the tanks, the filling stations, the main thing, and each fuel cell has vent to atmosphere to purge air as it needs. basically it bases it on vessel pressure versus like volume, like weight of fuel, level of fuel, and all that shit. And it purges air as needed to keep pressures nominal, as it were. So it kind of just auto purges itself all the time. If you find a warm RTG in Siberia, take it home. Well, yeah, RTG would be pretty warm. Tritium. Still, I don't know. Where's, oh, wrong watch. So my watch marking, where is it now? Actually, it's in the bedroom. Yeah, I do have a tritium watch over there. Jackadex says they still do it. You put vodka in the Jaeger bomb and call it a big bomb. That's pretty alright. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I could see that. That almost makes me want to drink again. Alright, Craig Matthews says, sorry, I rephrase. How much of a problem is it not? Is it if not 100% hydrogen goes into the cell? Will it fuck it up? I would assume if... I would assume, since it's purging air regularly, that it probably doesn't... The way the pickups are, I mean, the pickups are going to be in the bottom of the vessel, like the storage vessel. So any air that gets in is immediately going to go to the top and just be part of the purge. And those things purge enough, even just sitting there, that any air that gets in and anything that might be in there would likely just get pushed out through the purge valve. It's such high pressure that anything small enough to get in there would just be blown out of the purge valve, and it wouldn't even affect it at all. So I would say it's the way the system is set up, any minor contamination that would get in there wouldn't be a problem, and anything that would cause major contamination would be picked up by the system, and an alert would sound and shit would shut down. So no Hindenburg possibilities, AppSparky. It's very unlikely that we will blow up. It has happened once, apparently, ever, but that was a long time ago. So I think we'll be alright. Although we did have one leaking last week, but that just turned out to be a manual drain valve was stuck open, partially. Damn it. The purge feeds is fed off the top. I think there's one in the midpoint. From what I've looked at when I've seen them, I think there's one at midpoint at fill, and then one at the top. And there is a drain, there is something at the bottom. Like, I don't work directly on them. That's the other company. But I believe there is something of a liquid purge on the bottom as well. Gas blown out of the purge valve. Are we talking Brussels sprouts again? I've not had Brussels sprouts in fucking probably a decade. They're really not that bad. They're pretty good with gravy on them. But I mean, I guess most things are pretty good with gravy on them. And it is 8 o'clock, so let's do a top of the hour to gravy. Cheers, gravy. You pretty much make anything taste better or good. So a cheers to gravy, and a toast to everyone who likes to make gravy, and to the person that invented gravy and gravy. I'm high, you know what I mean? Gravy. Although if you cook Brussels sprouts long enough and steam them long enough and get them in a good butter, that's pretty good too. I'm thinking something could build up in the bottom. I bet liquids would be the worst. Oh, okay. No, it's like I said, I think they have a liquid purge in the bottom, but the actual air purge is going to be up top. and it usually knows when it's moving. Like it has as far as I know, it has an inertia sensor in it. So when it does, like I've never heard it purge moving. It'll wait till it's stopped. It'll like kind of wait a few seconds if it needs it, and then hear the fucking thing. It sounds like just like the loudest fucking fart, and it's hilarious, but you get used to it. The first time we ever heard it, the bunch of us, it happened to be because it was new. Everything was still kind of breaking in, and that fucking thing hitting it was loud as shit. We almost all hit the concrete like, what the fuck was that? And the guy came over like, oh yeah, it's normal. We're like, are you fucking kidding? Yeah, that's fine. All right. It sounded like the fucking thing was going to blow up. But it was all in good fun. Franco Walker is heading out. Have a good holiday in case I don't talk to you or see you, though I will probably will. You never know. But if in case I don't, merry everything, happy stuff, or happy nothing. You know? Be groovy. Thanks for stopping by. Brussels sprouts with ham and green beans and potatoes. That actually sounds pretty fucking good there, Randy. 1979 Vice Admiral Tiger. Werewolf, if you find a yellow painted machine looking thing where the snow has been molten around it, you win the lottery. Yellow painted machine looking thing where the, what the fuck? Don't know what yet is. I don't know if that's something I'm supposed to know. Or a little bit of political grammar. Grammar? Amazon.co.uk Prime doesn't transfer to Amazon.com even if the account does. Yeah, I noticed that too. Doesn't go the other way either. Oh, the yellow thing is the RTG, and oh, gotcha. Gotcha. All the cats must be sleeping, like nobody's walked through. The batteries are dying on the rover. I need to get around to doing that 18650 conversion for Jenny. I need to get some kind of lights to put on well, not Jenny, Jenny and Percy. Whew. I do need to get some lights or something to put on the Mars Chopalopper. Jack attack. Google settings, other settings, language, and region. Okay. I haven't made chicken and dumplings in a long time. I think I even have. I think the chicken I have is just legs or drumsticks. But I make a really, really basic ass chicken and dumplings. I should do that on one of the Cooking with Scruffs. I never got a chance to film the muffins, so I'm going to do that within the next few days. And as far as Monday goes, there's not going to be like a super special members only thing, because I'll probably release a little short, you know, for the holiday, and then most likely do the call-in live stream. You guys can call in on the business line if you choose. Can't the rover just use the RTG after he's done? I just would think so. Chippy. Tell Mrs. J I said what's up next time you see her. What's the story behind the hamburger helper video, says Treasure Bloke. At the very end of a Patreon stream, like after the stream had ended, I said I was going to make some hamburger helper, like as Clive was typing out the stats. And Clive said, what's hamburger helper? And I went, oh shit, really? Okay. And then it just popped into my head that I should like do a video. And then I went, no, I should do a short. So then I just made hamburger helper and just cut it all together and tossed it out there. And I got like 6,000, 5.9, 6,000 views or something like that. If you need to know what Hamburger Helper is, VertoThermoWhoofle, it is one of the shorts on my channel. I'll actually be making that for the Super Stoner stream, because it's good, quick eating food. It's good hot, and it's good cold, and it is, since it's kind of thick, it's, you know, got that good sauce. It sits in your stomach for a while, and it's very stable. Because the biggest concern, like the only real concern I have with Super Stoner Saturday, is that all this shit is like sugar stuff. And I don't eat sugar. Like, I don't eat much sugar. I eat very little sugar. Like, I actively try to keep sugar down because I know some things I eat have sugar. So I try to keep sugar down. But this is a lot of fucking sugar up here. So I'm going to try to consume it all within an hour, but it may have to stretch out depending on how my tum-tum's doing. But I'm going to preload it with some Hamburger Helper to have a nice stable base. Vera says, but hamburger doesn't need any help. It really doesn't. But this, when you basically add gravy, cheers, and noodles, it just makes it even more awesome. Oop, that was my coffee mug. Damn it. Lid. I keep forgetting I got the lid on, a different lid on this right now. Since that was in storage. Like, that was the second tea thing. They also have a rice version and a potato version of Hamburger Helper. I think I've seen a potato. I don't think I've seen a rice. I also have Tuna Helper in there, which is like tuna and chicken. You can use either one. I do occasionally add raw onions to it too. Those are nice. Thing is, Scruff, most people east of the Atlantic don't know that y'all call ground beef hamburger. Well, we call the finished product of, you know, shredded ground beef a hamburger. I actually haven't had Hamburger Helper in a couple weeks. I was making it like almost every week, like once a week. But then it just got fucking busy. Yeah, mince. Yeah, I guess you guys call it mince beef over there, which for some reason, every time I think of that, I think for like a fucking dessert for some reason. Like, it's always fried my brain. But I have no idea why. Minced beef. So, minced beef helper. Minced beef with noodles and gravy, basically. What is that noise? It must be the humans outside. Good grief. Just the crap you put in a meatball to make it stick together better, etc. Right? Well, I mean, you do all kinds of stuff to make meat stick together. You can do breadcrumbs, eggs, applesauce actually works as a binder. Most people don't realize that's one of the vegan alternatives. One of the things you learn. So instead of like necessarily using cornstarch or eggs, you can substitute applesauce in some recipes. Cornstarch, or like what I'll use sometimes if I want to thicken something up, I'll just get a gravy packet of, like, you know, powder gravy that takes 1 cup of water. You know, you mix it, cook it. Or, I mean, all it is flavored cornstarch for the most part. I'll use that as a sauce thickener as well if I'm putting a whole bunch of shit together and it's a little thinner than I want. I don't feel like simmering it. And I say, fuck it, let's just add some flavor. Just put a powdered gravy packet in it. And that acts as a cornstarch alternative that also adds some flavor. Flour works sometimes. Kind of depends on the recipe, like what you're looking at too. Because different thickeners add different flavors, obviously. Though applesauce doesn't really add any flavor when you're cooking it, interestingly enough. Bison helper, that would probably be pretty good. I've had bison. Bison is good. My grandmother's sister was sent out for a pound of mince. She brought back a pound of breath mints. Nice. I would probably have done the same fucking thing. Been looking for a bulk candy store. I was just shocked it appeared in my Google Shorts list. That will happen. You should watch it. And click like. Potato starch won't cook out, says Jack Attack. Yeah, you gotta rinse that. Like a soak and rinse. Is that what you mean? Cornstarch is easy thickening. Yeah, I finally got around to getting some cornstarch just in case I didn't have gravy. Or I was trying to thicken something that gravy wouldn't work, like a dessert that I didn't want to add applesauce, or applesauce wouldn't necessarily work for. Lori is going for a toot. I think we're going to go till 8:30. So 17 more minutes. Let's see, are the cats doing anything? There's nobody on the CatCam. Yeah, it looks like I must have bonked that. The cat's a little tilted. If you're new here, this is the other thing we deal with sometimes. I haven't updated the Gaggle of Goofball list. That's the list when we had like 150 people. I didn't realize, since I'd been working, that I hadn't gotten around to updating the list. But I will get to that this week. Hopefully the damn forklift will be here and we can work on that on Legos on Wednesday. But with Christmas and all that shit, who knows when it's actually going to get here. And yeah, if you ever want to look me up on Steam or Epic, I am, of course, just Scruffdog on there. Lately, we've been playing Fortnite, Lego. Probably be getting back into KSB 2 very soon because the science update finally dropped. And then next Saturday night after the Super Stoner stream, we'll probably do a Lethal Company stream with some people from Discord and maybe some from work. Maybe some that were in the stream earlier. But either way, it looks like next Saturday we'll be doing the, I'll be fucking ripped trying to play Lethal Company, which sounds fucking perfect anyway. And then sometime this week I'll do a thing with the neighbors, 200 some fucking Christmas blowy uppy dolly thingy stuff. Am I doing a cat scan? I don't generally scan my cats, no, Paul. Did I get the email with the snowboarding and skateboarding videos? When did you send it? I don't think I did. I'm not seeing it. Did you use 1F? Let me test my email. My email for the show, which I'll never type it out because that's too easy to scrape for like bots to scrape. But if you would like to know the email for the show, it is show, SHOW, at scruffdog, SCRUFDOG, .live, LIVE. Show at scruffdog.live. Let me make sure it's still working, because you never know. Test. Alright, let me see what happens. So that's where you send your complaints. Yes, Vera, that is where you absolutely send your complaints. YouTube, that's Facebook. Guess we'll give that a couple minutes. There's some friend requests coming in. Refresh. No, maybe the email is something going. Did something not working with the email? That should have. I believe that should have come in. Oh, you know what? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. It wants me to re-log in, sign into the goddamn my work email address. Oh, hold on, let me switch that back. What the hell is my password there? Do you guys remember? What's my Microsoft password? Is that what it is? That might be what it is. Oh, not that. Ugh, good gravy. Good gravy pants. Maybe it's this one? I think I just changed it too. That's probably why, because I just changed it. Steam. Oh, that was Treasure Blue. I recognize that other. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to find something I can actually send myself an email. Oh, let me try this email. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to, you know how this goes. I'm always fucking with something here. Go. Oh, it just came in, Zach and the J. So that must be working. Yep, came in through the YouTube. So yeah, okay, that is working. I just got Zach and the J's email. I shall take a look. Sorry, what are we, Mr. Eggcake's wanking arm hurts. That is a shame. That's a shame. Have anybody seen the price of Pokemon cards? Asked Grant Rennie. I have not. I've never really got into Pokemon. I think when they hit, I was just a little too old to care. Because it looked like a younger thing. I never really watched the cartoons that much either. Cats. Are there any cats? I'll keep an eye on the CatCam in case anybody walks in. Arming cats, Vera? Like, you mean like arming cats? I don't think we would have to, because like it is pretty decisive in the fact that they are our alien overlords, and they simply are living with us to keep an eye on us. Hence the CDS, cat distribution system. It's basically they're just sending their spies into particular people to see what they are up to at the time. So I don't think we'd need to arm them. I think they're pretty much poised to take over at any point. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same as my luggage. Hey, there's little Jim. Got your email as well. Test is successful. Move the phone so it doesn't vibrate the microphone. Cats have their own weapons in their claws, says Paul. Yes, they do. James Randolph. Every Pokemon card my nephew had was rare, no matter how many he had. Ah. Wanted to get that sent to you. 21 pre-Jackass, early Jackass-related videos. Considered a Christmas present. Scruff Dog. I shall, Zach and the J. Thank you. There's Grant Rennie. And for those asking, yes, the P.O. box will go public soon. I just picked up the key for that. All I want to do is get something sent to it to see what type of notifications I get so that I know when it gets there. And I also don't want to go public with it before Christmas because I'm, no offense to anybody, but I ain't standing in line for fucking 4 hours because the post office up there is absolutely off the chain. It gets really bad. So that'll be after, like, into January. The P.O. box address will go public. So that is coming very soon. That's going to be like the business address as well. And then, assuming I do a live stream on Christmas Day, which most likely will happen, then the business phone number will be out there as well, which is fine. That I was like I said earlier, I was testing that on Google Voice Desktop today, and once I sorted it out, it worked fine. Messed with some settings. Murdered over Pokemon cards, says Mr. A Cake. Yeah, I have actually heard of that happening, which is that's the world. VertoThermoWhoofle says 1 plus 3 times 1 equals 2. All right. Pardon me. If you say show, Lock Watcher, running to Menards, need some epoxy. You gaggles are going with me. All right, that's cool. Menard. I don't think there's any Menards around here, but I know I've been to a Menards. Wisconsin. Headquarters is in Wisconsin. Maps. Oh no, that's all up north. Oh, that's probably from when I was working up in Michigan. That is most likely when I went to a Menards. Menards. Hey everybody, look at Menards. Sorry. Alright. Garbled user, yo. What's up? Just so you know, we have 7 minutes to go. And then I'm going to order I'm probably just going to go ahead and get a cheesesteak. Beef, regular cheesesteak, pepper jack, cheddar, maybe add some provolone, raw onions and sauteed onions, raw green peppers, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of Old Bay. Probably get tomatoes on there, a little tomato action. That goes really good with the Old Bay. Yeah. Sorry. Garbled user, I am seeing my wife for the first time in 6 months. Like, not right now, you mean, I hope. Like, you don't need to be here. Like, that's more important. Like, when is that? Zane the Magic Puffer Dragon is eating taquitos for dinner right now, Garbled user. Well, you are cooking. Oh, okay, as long as you're doing something besides listening to my dumbass, that's cool. Well, good. I'm glad you got to see her. Congratulations, I guess. Or, yay. What did the pirate say when he got kicked in the crotch? Arr, Menards. Arr. Michigan has Menards. Chipmunk. Your nards are in Michigan? That sounds inconvenient. Menards. Sorry. Narcissistic ex trying to hold us apart. Ah, yeah, that shit's fun. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that bullshit. All right. 4 minutes to the last VertoThermoWhoofle. And then we will be signing off. Until, looks like Christmas Day. Have you sent some photos of gold? Have sent you some photos of gold ore. Gold ore photos. Holy shit. Ooh. I've never actually seen that like that. That's like some raw ass shit right there. That's some pretty big chunkies too. Nice. I have some let's see, what do I have over here? I forget which is which, and I know I'm probably guessing wrong. Pretty sure one of these is cobalt and one is chromium. I got from a place at work. Stop looking at me. There we go. I feel like this is the chromium, maybe? Forget, or no, I think this is the chromium and this is the cobalt. Like one of my customers does minerals. Like dump trucks full of minerals. But I have a couple of those laying around. I just like them because they're shiny. I looked up which one was which, like what was what. They have like chromium over there, cobalt, all kinds of different fucking metals and stuff. That's about 60,000. Yeah, wow. Nice. Holy poopy scoopy. That's incredible. That's pretty cool. It's just like finding that stuff is got to be amazing. Rob thinks Chrome is the finer one. Is that the one you were thinking, Grant Rennie? You said the right hand one. Was that the finer, chunky one? I have a couple more sitting around of different ones. I looked them all up and then I forgot all of them because that was like 2 years ago. But it's funny, you just go in there, you get to like clean off a forklift and there's just shiny rocks everywhere. You're just, ooh. And they don't care if you take a couple of them or whatever. That's got to get changed over to lithium to 18650s. I might be able to get to that like Monday or Tuesday. Or wait, not Monday. Tuesday. Tuesday might be a good day to get in this office and get some shit straightened out. Plate my work van. Yeah, that'd be fucking funny as shit. Shiny ass chrome plated. Everything's in there is chrome except for like the lettering. Just blind everybody like a polished DeLorean going down the road. Ooh, burp. Let me know if you need any packs spot welded. I got to get my spot welder like set up. I have one of those little like AliExpress ones that works okay once you get it sorted out. I also have a collection of completely dead, no capacity, like dead shorted out 18650s that I can practice on. So that's convenient. That last burp was a little reversey. Wash that back down. But I appreciate the offer. And if need be, like I can let you know. Most Michiganders never have heard of Menards, says James Randolph. That's perfect. It is 8:30, so it is time for the last VertoThermoWhoofle, and then we are going to move it along. And I will reply to those emails, like, give me a day or two, because I gotta set something else up. Because I actually just got that set up last week, but now I need to set something else up to finish it. But anyway, oh yeah, I got a button for that. Alright, let's do our last VertoThermoWhoofle. If we can get a good ring the first one off. Ooh, that was pretty good. Number 2. That one was kind of like all over the place. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, let's do one more. Blow it off. Cool. I think that actually kind of worked a little bit. All right, one more. Oh, wow. That was a pretty good one there. I saw that one. Nice. Noise. Let's have a look at a power supply with the thermal camera on the next live stream. Like what type of power supply, Grant Rennie? Like ATX or like a wall wart? Something for a French tickler. Which type do you mean? And if I have something, we can do that. Let me flip it on back. I guess I'll get ready to roll the credits. Credits. Where's the credit? There it is. All right. I'll flip over to the credits. We'll go for a couple more minutes. Actually, probably like 5 extra minutes because, you know, like, when the fuck do I ever actually end on time? So I guess we won't quite leave yet. Well, let me go ahead and flip over to the credits now, even though they're halfway through. You know. Oh, I gotta move this. Noise. Nice. There we go. This isn't too bad. Let's see. Any power supply just to see the transformer or the voltage regulators. All right. I will see if I still have one of my power supplies set up for my old grow lights. Because then we can have like a 50-watt load on it. I'll see what I can do. Let me write that down. Not a bad idea. Grant Rennie. Power supply. Yeah, I'll see what I can dig up this week. We'll do that on Super Stoner Saturday. That'll be interesting and dangerous and fun. Because hey, it's what we do here. Do you really need, Lori says, do you really need the puff screen, Scruff? The puff, which puff screen? What do you mean the puff? Oh, like the fire thing? You mean like when I do the transitions? Is that what you mean? Ooh, I just have my tummy rumble. Rechargeable butt plug power supply. You never know. You never know. In front of, oh, let's see. Yes, actually. Because I can do this. Like, it has one, you know, it quote has one in there, but it is, I mean, it's not great. Like, it should have either this or a one of the things over top of it. But it is a different enough that it does need that. And it actually works really well because, as you can see, it kind of seems to be a thing to always have it right there, so it actually helps me line it up for just to help the volume and the sound be relatively the same. I think that's why I was a little off, because it wasn't quite where I expected it to be. But cheers to you. Merry Christmas, Chappy Chanukah, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry everything, or if you're nothing, then Happy Saturday. Appreciate everybody stopping by, hanging out. Have a good holiday season, or a nothing, you know what I mean. Do your thing. Be happy. Be groovy to each other. So I am going to get out of here and order a sub. Which button? That's the button. That's the button. All right, everybody. I will probably talk to you tomorrow during the Clive stream, and then looks like I will most likely be doing a Christmas stream. So I will see you then, or Wednesday, or Saturday, or whatever, you know. So I am out. Where's my hand? Hey, it's actually in the right spot. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you.